Right, we are going to have a look at some of the most dangerous airports in the world. So I'm just going to quickly bring YouTube up on the phone, and then we're going to have a go. So our first one this evening will be Courchevel. So I had a go at this earlier on, and it was stressful to say the least. So let's have a go and let's get started. We're in the PC12 today, so we'll get this one on.
Fire.
Can't check it at the same time. Okay, we're going to turn the avionics bus bars on. We'll do the generators in just a sec. Fuel pumps will leave on auto. We're going to get it set up straight away for departure. So nav, beacon and taxi. No smoking and seatbelts on. We'll turn the oxygen on as well. Bleed air is on auto. All those on. Perfect. Fuel is 49%. Everything else looks good. Transponder is 7,000. We'll keep that at that. Windshield de-ice is on. Props off. Don't do that. It is snowing outside, so we'll just have to be aware of that. Inertial separator on as well. Okay, let's start the engine. There it is, feathering, and it'll start. Okay, engine's starting. Wait for it to move. NG starting. Prop will start spinning in just a second. There we go. Temperatures and pressures looking good. Electrode temperature increasing. Oil pressure and temperature good as well. RPM increasing. There we are. We're looking good. Okay, caution and master caution off. Okay, perfect. Let's turn these on here. Generators 2 on. Generators 2 on. CAN bus by standby bus bar. Perfect. We'll get the taxi light ready to go. Taxi light is on. Perfect. Okay, this is looking good. Takeoff feet is 82. We'll send those to the computer. Perfect. Set the flaps. Start stabilizer trim. Perfect. Okay. Right, we're ready to have a go. Just checking everything one last time before we go. Turn options on. Bleed air's automatic control. Fans. Cool. Ideal. Okay. I'm just going to set this up for departure because we're literally going to fly straight out. So, strobes to on, taxi light to off, man lights on, and recognition lights on. Okay, just quickly go across the. I'm not going to use the tower actually. We're going to go through the checklist, make sure we've got everything pre-flights. We've done all the pre-flights. Pull start an engine. EPS to armed. Start an engine. Beacon, CAS. Yeah, happy. Inertial separators on. All pressure generators to on. Before takeoff, flaps. Inertial separator on and lights on. Strobe on. We have. After takeoff, okay, your damper on. Inertial separator flaps. Yeah, okay. Before landing. Perfect. Okay, we're going to keep the yaw damper off. Okay, we're ready to go. So we will have a look here, and we're going to get our Reverser on. And we're going to come back to the left. So there it is. We're going to come back here. Perfect. And we're going to bring that forward again to idle. There we are. Okay, flaps are set, trim is set as well. So let's go and have a go. Hydraulic lock then. So stop here. Have a quick look. There was someone dancing around here a minute ago. See if they're still around. Nope, they're not, which is a good thing. Okay, here we go. Onto the runway. We'll get full power once we get into the middle and get over the bump. There we go. Full power on now. Looking for 82 knots, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's okay. We're up. And we'll take off here. Flaps can come up, and we're going to go and do the standard pattern here. And we're going to come around, slow down, and we're going to do the left-hand circuit here, but we're going to do an overhead as well. So we'll slow that down. We'll come around. Bring the engine back. Don't want to go too high because of the weather. And I'm just going to do an overhead join of Courchevel. Okay, 30 degrees of bank. 20, 30 there. And we're going to get that climb back. And we're going to go via the stair lifts, watching that speed. The speed's coming down nicely. There's Courchevel. Again, watching that speed. As we come in, we'll do the usual join for a Pilatus, where they join overhead and then they do a quite a tight left-hand circuit. So we'll do that. Although to be fair, we could probably land it from here, but there's no point. Okay, let's get this trim sorted. And we'll start slowing down nicely because we're going to be coming right up against this cliff here, or this mountain here. We're going to come back against this mountain as well. Difficult in this because we have got to maintain quite a bit of speed. You can see what we see there, 100 knots. And again, this is quite a fast aircraft, this. So I'm going to put in a notch of flaps now because we are going to need to slow down. There we are. Happy. So we're going to check out Courchevel, make sure there's nothing on the runway. We're happy we've just taken off and there's nothing else there. We're also looking for multiplayer players. I like to try and be a bit respectful. Okay, we have got snow as well, so it's going to increase our stopping time, so we need to make sure that our stopping time is right on. Once we're over here, sharp 30-degree bank to the left. And we're going over the hut that's just over here. You'll see it, there it is. Bit more speed. Bring more power in, don't want to stall. And then we'll climb up over here. There's another 30-degree of bank to get to the runway. There's the runway. We stay just to the right of it. Slow that speed down. And again, we're going to follow this mountain here all the way into Courchevel. We're going to start slowing down. Not too much. And as we get round, we'll bang in another notch of flaps. Monitoring the ice on the wing as well. Get a little bit closer here. And then we'll throw in that 30 degrees of bank. That'll do. 30 degrees of bank here. There we are, quite tight turn. We're going to lose speed here. Keep an eye on that runway as we come around. Main focus at the moment is that cliff, that mountain. Slowing that speed down. There's the runway. So we're good here, and I'm going to start my descent, start slowing down. Extra notch of flaps coming in. There we are. There's the runway. Let's have a go, see if I crash it. First time of trying. There we go. Undercarriage is still up. Sorry, it's still down. Here we go. Going to slow down. Last notch of flaps. Again, watching that speed now. 85 knots is my approach speed. There we go. Here we come. Keeping that speed. This is nice. And keep an eye on that threshold. There we are. A little bit high. Bring the speed down. We're quite high. There we go. Into that. Perfect. There we go. As we come in. Pull up. Power it off. Reverses on. Maximum braking. And we're up. That's good. There we go. Courchevel. So that is our first dangerous airport for this evening. Be careful not to bang into the fence, that was close. So we'll have one more go and then we'll go on to another dangerous airport. So again, full power here. Doing a bit better than the takeoff we did a minute ago. Stick forward so we don't launch. There we go. Stick forward still. 40 knots, 50 knots, 60, 70, 80, and we pull up above that tree. There we go. Perfect. And again, we'll do exactly the same approach. This time, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll tempt fate and we'll take a left turn into a right turn. So there's the right turn. Sorry, a right turn into a left turn. And we'll take it into a left turn. So again, probably not the best way to do this approach. There we go, 30 degrees of bank. There we are. Straight in and straight through. We're quite fast. Slow that down. Notch of flaps. Coming round. Don't want to overdo that bank. We're okay at the moment. Looking for that runway. There it is. So we're going to end up to the right of it a little bit. Slowing that speed down. See if we can get this one good again. Bringing that speed down. There's the runway. Next notch of flaps. Watching this speed now. Quite low. Bringing that speed back in. Oh, bit of turbulence. And a bit of overcorrecting there. Last notch of flaps coming in. Speed's looking good. Let's bring it down a little bit. Not too much. This is looking fine. Don't want to bring it below 90. Okay, final approach. This is looking good. Power coming down. Power coming down. Power coming off. There we are. Nice little turn. Yep, we're good here. Pull up. And we're fine there. Let the hill take the momentum out. On the brakes now. Perfect. There you go. 2 decent landings at Courchevel. So, Courchevel in France, one of the most dangerous airports in the world. That's that one done. So now we move on. Where to now? Let's go to one of my favourites. We'll go to St. Bart's, and we'll do this one in a what should we do this one on? We'll tell you what, we'll go to Saba, which is TNCS, TNCS, Durancho. So we'll go here, we'll do a circuit here, and then we'll cross straight over to St. Bart's. So this airport here, you got 3 of the world's most dangerous airports right in a triangle here in the Netherlands Antilles. You've got Princess Juliana, everyone knows Princess Juliana. You've then got St. Bart's, which is up here, and you've got Durancho here. So Durancho has a cliff either side of the runway. St. Bart's has the incline drop, and then you've got Princess Juliana. Whilst it's dangerous, it's not as dangerous as St. Bart's and Durancho. So we'll do this, and we're going to do it in the... What should we do it in? Let me have a look what flies. Does the Dash 6 fly into St. Bart's? Most common plane into St. Bart's. Quick Google search. De Havilland Twin Otter. Here we go. So we'll fly the Twin Otter. Again, one of my favourites on here, although it is a little bit punchy, to say the least. We'll go here. We'll go live weather. It's 8 o'clock at night at the moment, so we'll bring it down to 5:30. Perfect. Now, usually this is quite busy here. With it being one of the most dangerous airports in the world, people often want to fly it. Not so much here. Durancho, there's... Oh my god, look at that weather. We need to change the aircraft. I want a Dash 6. So, end flight. End flight. The weather is looking disgusting here. I think it's just rubbish around the whole world at the moment. Right, where are we? Let's go back here. Get the Dash 6 up. Where are we? De Havilland. Where are you? There we go. We'll go with the shark livery as well, I think. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All the way around the world, it's just rubbish. TN. CM. Actually, we're going to go to St. Bart's, which is Saba. There we go, TNCS. Yeah, the weather is not doing it for me at the moment. There we go. We'll have to have a look and see what the visibility is like. Once we get up in the air, if the visibility is rubbish, we'll try something else. But at the moment, it's not looking too good. It's raining, or is it snow? That's snow. Brilliant. We'll have a go. We'll see how we get on. We'll get all these off. No chocks, I don't think. Make sure we've got all the static ports. Yeah, cool, perfect. Right, okay, we'll fly through this. I'm literally just going to get up and ready for flight, as opposed to us usually going through all the checklist and everything. Right, quick look at the aircraft itself. Come up here, turn the battery on. Battery on. Manual battery on. We'll set up as if we're going to take off straight away. Perfect. Let's have a look here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Happy. Happy. Cool. Everything's all set up. Right. Okay. Prop levers to 100%. Fuel controls on. Throttles are idle. Flaps 0. Okay. We're gonna have intake out the ice just for this. Manual slowly. Light in. Reading light off. Entrance light off. Cockpit. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to set up as if we're going to depart straight away. Position lights, no smoking, fasten seatbelts. flight command off, beacon on, bleeder on. Caution light, bus ties normal. Left generators, we'll turn those on because the generator control unit will take charge. Caution lights, taxi lights off, pier heat on, manual. Auto. Temperature control to auto. Perfect. Air conditioning. Cool. Flaps, throttles. Okay, coming down here. Quick indicator test for the fuel. There we go. We've got 39%. Do that. Perfect. Booster pumps on. Hear them operating. On. And enter. Perfect. Fire detection test. Cool. Enter. And we'll turn this on. Alt straight away. Perfect. Okay, let's start the engines. Line light. Right, engine first. We're going to check out for rotation. There it goes. Check in here. Okay, prop RPM is increasing. NG is increasing. Torque increasing as well. Fuel flow good. Oil pressures and temperatures in the green. We'll just let that settle. Get to around 40 to 50% RPM. Oil pressure's coming up into the green now. Perfect. Cool. Let's put that there as well. Okay, that's nice and settled. Up we come up here. And we'll get the left engine on now. There we go. And we'll turn the generators on. There you are, they are already. Coming down here again, checking. So we're looking at NG. NG is rising here. Prop RPM is increasing. TIT is increasing. Fuel pressure in the green just about. And oil temperature, sorry, oil pressure and oil temperatures here. Fuel flow is increased. And we're starting to get stable. We'll wait for this to get to around 38. There you are, 31, 32, 3, 4. Happy with that. That's looking good. Check for cautions and warnings. Pneumatic low pressure. Okay, once we actually start pulling the throttle, we'll be alright. Okay, let's check the wind here. Pretty much ready to go. And again, we're going to look at the S juncture. Let's get the weather here, shall we? So the weather is currently limited IFR, brilliant, 14 knots from 70. And we'll go on runway 12 then. Oh, I don't know what just happened to him. Okay, we're off flaps and trim. Short runway, so we're going to go off with 2 notches of flaps on this one. And we're heading runway 202. Check. We've got a few people around us at the moment. So we'll stop here and wait. There's the wind suck. Now I'm not too sure how we're going to do here. I might have to reset the weather. Check if there's anyone coming in. Back Will Ben, I don't know what you're doing. He's quite far away. I don't know what this guy's doing. Let's wait and see what he's doing. Can't really tell. Is he coming into land here? I don't know. Back Will Ben, where are you gone? Yeah, you're miles away. Right, I'm going. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with this weather, but we'll see. Might have to clear it in a minute. Okay, clear left. Clear right. Gonna need the whole of the runway here. And we're going to go full power as well. And the thing about this is I can't control the full throttle rearwards. Right, okay, so delicate here now. And we're going to take off from here. So you can see this runway here, it just drops. And we'll take it, you can see the drop, look. It's not cool. Which is why this is one of the most dangerous airports in the world. Okay, we're going to bring this around, get as close to this edge as we can. Give us a fighting chance with the run up. And we're going to turn left here. And then we'll full throttle, load it up, and we'll take off. And then we'll head back. We'll do a right hand circuit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, quick look. Again, I can't get those. Okay, here we go, full throttle. And we're gone. .65 knots we can climb. There we are, we're up. God, this is going to be not very fun, this. Look at this. Already I can't see. Already I cannot see. So we'll get 30 degrees of bank. We'll come right around. I can't see a thing. Can't really see. Need to be able to see. Oh man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. It's definitely right, I'll tell you what, because there's no way we can do this. Let's get into a climb. And we'll turn around. Let's change the weather. First of all, let's settle down here. Who's that? Hey buddy, we'll actually land there. I thought we might be able to do it. Let's have a look. We'll have one go. Okay, turning now. 800 feet. Okay. Okay, 600 feet.
Banking.
I mean, I can't even see where they are. Can't see where we are. There we go. We're high.
500. Sink rate.
We are high, there we are. Let's have a look.
Minimums.
I can't see. Can't even see where the runway starts. Oh, it's there, look. See if we can get in. We're in, but my god. That was dodge, you wouldn't want to do that in real life. What we're going to do is we'll reverse. Oh, I wish it would let me take it back. Oh, it's taken off into me, brilliant. Tell you what, actually, we probably should be. What is going on here? We are taking off the right direction, aren't we? It's a crosswind. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to get off this runway a minute. Let's quickly make the weather a little bit clearer. go custom. Let's go live weather. Ah, there we go. So live weather we're actually alright. Because I had it from snow from Courchevel. I was going to say it's unlike any weather I've had before here. Okay, let's go to the back of the runway. What was the runway 12 recommended? Okay, that changes things. Let's turn around. We'll do one decent circuit here, and then we'll go to St Bart's. I'm going to let him land first. I don't know what he's doing. So I'll stay off here for a minute. He's coming in. Let him have a go. Oh. I think he's going in the sea, isn't he? I don't know what he's doing. What's this guy doing? And get out before him. Right. I need to get out quick. Don't know why I'm rolling like this. It's fighting me. There we go, and we're up. Okay, runway 12, and what we'll do is we'll get up. Yeah. We're going to do a left-hand circuit. This is good, good airspeed, good angle of bank. Okay, we stop the climb now. Okay, coming on to downwind in just a second. Don't need anything more than 800 feet. There we are. There it is. This is fine. So we're downwind now, on the late downwind. Okay, we'll start tuning in for this. First notch of flaps in. Second notch of flaps in, and we start our turn. Honouring that airspeed. Don't want it to go beyond 70 knots. Okay, 400 foot above at the moment. This is fine. There's the airport there. We're coming quite close to this cliff. Next notch of flaps in. There we are. There's the runway. We're quite high. There we go. This is fine. This is good. Don't drop off the speed too much. Coming in. That's good. Got the piano keys. 100 foot to go. Slightly slow. Power off. Oh. No, going around. Someone just landed right there and put us off. Okay, straight into 300 degrees. This thing doesn't like going anywhere over 30 degrees of bank. Coming off on the flaps. Bit frustrating then that someone spawned on the runway. Literally put me off right at the last second, but we've done the right thing by going around. There's the runway there. Let's hope he can get off it by the time I come back. I'll extend my downwind leg in the hope that he does get off it. Still on there. Okay, and we'll turn. Slow down first. There's the engine coming back. 30 degrees of bank. 10, 20, 35. It doesn't like it, does it? Going around. Don't worry about the stall speed. We're above stall. Well, I think that's angle of attack, isn't it, that one? Yes, angle of attack. Not a stall. So again, we get close to these. Just going to speed up a little bit. He's still on the runway, I think. I could do with him not being on the runway. Okay, last notch of flaps coming in. We're going to slow down.
500.
Okay, I'm just going to have to try and ignore him. Okay, let's try and get in here. Oh, both of them are taken off. Hello there. Let's have a go. Right, both of them are taken off. That's quite handy. Okay, perfect. Speed 70 knots, which is fine. There we go. Perfect. Off the gas and flare. Oh no, too short. Too short. Your speed right at that last moment. Everything else is really good, just lost height. Just lost height then. So we'll quickly restart with a new plane. I'll actually show you what's wrong with the undercarriage. So we'll restart. So again, I was just a little bit too slow, and as I come towards the threshold, it just dropped. That's the danger of not having enough pace. The issue I've got here at the moment is that. Let me just restart. I'll get ready to taxi, hopefully. Yeah, the issue we've got then was the fact that my reverse thrust on the controller don't work. I don't know why. On all the other planes it works, but it doesn't allow you to do it on this. Let's clear that weather. So it's real world weather. Live weather. There you go. Okay, we'll have a very quick start up. Really quick. Right. Unlike before, we won't go through the checklist. We'll literally just start this up as quick as we can, and we'll get off because I want to go and do some parts in a minute. Let's get these fully maxed out. 100, 100, get on and on. Again, we're going to set this up as if we're taking off. Don't need any of the anti-ice, don't need any of that, don't need any of that. We'll turn on the lights. Nope. Okay, we'll set up as if we're taking off. Position, no smoking. Fasten seatbelts. Beacon. That. Taxi light off. Pitot heat on. Generators 2 on. Perfect. Battery 2 on. DC to on. And we'll start number 2 straight away. Okay, so again, what we're looking at here is NG to rise. NG is rising. Associated PTIT is increasing. Prop RPM will increase as soon as it starts spinning. There we go. Torque's going to increase. Oil pressure and oil temperature. Quick contents check of the fuel while we wait for that to load up. There we go. Engine will come to about 44, 46. Perfect, good start. Start number 2. Exactly the same. NG's increasing. There it goes. Prop RPM is increasing. TIT is increasing. Oil pressure, oil temperature increasing, and it's just about in the green. And torque's just slightly increased as well. Prop RPM will get that to around 49, 39, 40. Carp at the moment, there's 30. 35. PTIT is good. 37, perfect. Okay, that's a good start. Put the boost pumps on. We'll get our transponder on alt. Check our cautions, pneumatic air, and that's it. We're ready to go. Flaps, trim. Off we go. Now again, as we're taking off here a minute ago, there's a few people here, so have a quick look. They're all over there at the moment, so we've got, I don't know why it's going forwards. There we go. We're happy, we're good here, so we'll quickly go on to runway 12. Very quick taxi, oh hang on, yeah, the wind's picked up here a little bit. As you can see a minute ago, the windsock, there was nothing in the windsock, now we've got a little bit more. Okay, we've got a little bit of a movement to the right here. It wants me to go to the right, so I'll have to bear that in mind when I'm taking off. It's going to probably pull me to the left, so I have to be aware of that. We're going to get straight round here for the takeoff. Straight round. No, babe, full throttle. There we go, there's that pull to the left. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it's pulling me. There we go, got enough to take off though, that's fine. I don't think it was a crosswind. Okay, back on the throttle a little bit. Flaps coming up now. Perfect, get to 30 degrees. There's 30 degrees. And around. Happy at 800 feet, so we'll slow that rate of climb. Flaps coming up. Okay, watching that angle of bank. Don't want to climb, don't want to descend much more than that, sorry. 700 feet is fine. Keep coming around. Yep. There's Durancho. Perfect. So we're on the downwind now. I'll slow down. 900 feet, we're too high. Come down to here. Wait until we pass the island.
Don't sink.
Aircraft's telling me what to do.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Okay, here we go. And we're going to turn 30 degrees angle of bank. First notch of flaps coming in.
Don't sink.
A bit more throttle.
Don't sink.
500 feet, don't want to go much lower than that at the
Don't
moment.
sink.
As we come round, watching that angle of bank.
Don't sink.
Don't want to go much lower than this at the moment. Let's trim for this.
Don't sink.
That's the angle of attack indicator, so we're a little bit slow.
Don't
Put some
sink.
speed in, there we go. Next notch of flaps, here we go. So coming on for runway 12. So again, a minute ago we were a little high. The only problem is when I pull the throttles back here, it doesn't go into reverse drive or reverse thrust, which is why it's really important that I get this landing nailed. I'm a little bit low, so I can't see the top of the runway. There it is, I can see it now. Perfect. Okay, I'm fine for that speed. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Good speed. Last notch of flaps. We're a little bit to the right, so we'll quickly correct for that now. There we go. Perfect. Off on the power. Flare. That's fine. No, going around. Oh, no. Didn't like that at all. Again, it just bounced for that last second. And again, I didn't want to try it whilst I'd landed. I didn't want to try and stop then. Hello. Right, we'll try again. Flaps coming up. We'll try it again. There's a reason why this is a very difficult airport to land at. So again, heading to 310. Where am I from? From the United Kingdom. So I'm flying in Netherlands Antilles at the moment. Okay, so we'll take it a little bit further to the right. I don't see anyone else here at the moment. Let's have a quick look. They're all over there, look. So over there is Princess Juliana, which is why there's a few people there. And then if you go over here, you've got St. Bart's, which is where there's one person. Once we've nailed this landing, once I've got it at least nailed once, then we're going to go to St. Bart's. St. Bart's is probably, other than Nepal, Lukla and Courchevel, St. Bart's is my favourite airport on this by far. Okay, so let's nail this one. It's telling me not to sink. I'm trying my best not to sink. Getting that speed up. First notch of flaps coming in. Angle of attack indicator. Good indicator that we're going quite slow if that's going off. Okay, here we go. Start slowing that down. As we slow down, next notch of flaps in. We're good here, 128 degrees, 500 feet. So again, our last things we've been coming a little bit higher and I've been cutting off the after career mode. Can you make a flight in Africa? Do you know I've been opening up all my all the places in Africa as well. I'm starting to try and open it all up. Here we go. So a little bit to the right. Gonna come in here. Speed's 83 knots, which is fine. Coming in here. There we go. So this is looking better. Again, the sound of those engines are quite deceptive. Next notch of flaps coming in. This is actually looking alright. Keeping an eye on those piano keys. Here I come. Slowing down. 72 knots. Slowing down quite quickly there. Okay, pulling up. Looking at the end of the runway. And there we go. That's better. This is better. Have you joined VATSIM? Yeah, so this is on a PlayStation, so you can't get VATSIM on the PlayStation yet. However, when I was on the PC, I used to use VATSIM quite a bit. Used to really enjoy flying with VATSIM. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to turn around. We're going to go up the runway and we're going to head to St. Bart's. St. Bart's, again, like I've said, is probably my favourite airport on here at the moment. Oh, yeah, I understand now it's that there. Yeah, so used to play on PC quite a few years ago, but I downloaded this back in December for the PlayStation. Yeah, so what you're seeing now is PlayStation. So we'll come to the end of runway 12 and we're going to head towards the northeast, towards St. Bart's. It's about an 8-minute flight, I think, in one of these. So we'll be over there in no time. I won't bother putting the autopilot on. We'll just we'll have a little climb and have a look. I'll probably have to do a fly past St. Bart's first. It'll be my first time flying in there for a few weeks. And again, it's one of these things where really you just want to have a little bit of practice, especially before you come on YouTube and start streaming. Okay, flaps, full power. It's going to pull me to the left again. There it is. Perfect, and we go. There we go. A little bit of a crosswind. Perfect. There's that turbulence as we're getting over the cliffs. We'll get the flaps up. Now we'll head to St Bart's. And the easiest way to see St Bart's on here is you can see there, people are flying on it. However, if I check the map on here as we're flying, it should be directly St Bart's being here. That one exactly there, so 062, we'll carry on flying this. Okay, we don't want to climb anymore, so we'll trim for this. And we'll head over here, we'll see what's going on. Right, what we'll do is we'll put the autopilot on now at 2100. Autopilot at 2100 on altitude mode. There we are, here it comes. Let's bring the speed down and we'll set our heading to current heading 060 degrees. I don't know why my altitude's still climbing, so we'll set to vertical speed arm. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. Vertical speed down. 500, 600, that would do. Vertical speed is coming down. Autopilot's on, perfect. So, ideal. So we can see already, looking at this map, there's quite a few people here. All these are multiplayers. And then you've got up here Princess Juliana. There's even more. But that guy that's crabbing, probably a helicopter, if it's flying like that. You got this guy coming across as well. He's going to St Bart's. Again, very popular place here, which is quite disappointing for me sometimes because you don't see many people here flying. Why isn't this autopilot doing very well? Down. There we go. Vertical speed. Down 600. There we go. Yeah, I'm not seeing many people fly from or into Lukla at the moment. And Courchevel, hardly ever see anyone at Courchevel. Just slow that down a little bit. That's where we've just come from. And we're heading to St Bart's, which is right in front of us. So again, beautiful approach this. You have to use the markers. As we get a little bit closer, we'll turn off the autopilot. Say autopilot, we've only got head and height hold on. We'll head over here. So it does take about another 5 minutes, I think, to get over there. We are flying 160 knots. Again, our approach speed here is going to be around 68, 70. But it all depends as well as how many people are here, because it is often quite busy, and you can see already looking at the map, there's quite a few people here. So we'll see what it's like. If we can get in first time, we'll get in first time. Again, I'm let down by the fact that my reverse thrusters, even though I press R1 in the circle, they don't really like it on here. So we'll have a go. We'll start looking at our approach straight away. And we come in from this side. There's Princess Juliana over there. There's my mean looking plane, the Twin Otter, the Dash 6. Now we're flying over to this island here. This is St. Bart's. So again, this runway here is again one of the world's most dangerous airports. And the reason why this is dangerous, it's a very short runway of I think it's 200 meters, 300 meters. Not even that. It's really short. But the dangerous thing for this, as we approach in for runway 12, there is basically a roundabout. You have to fly literally with your wheels touching the roundabout, and then you've got to dive down to be able to land on the runway. You obviously can't land on the touchdown markers because you're going too fast and you've got to dive down. Sorry, for the threshold. So there are some touchdown markers on the runway, but it's difficult. So to be able to land here in real life, you've actually got to fly the flight in with a qualified qualified instructor who will basically examine you and say whether you're okay to fly it or not. Fantastic approach, fantastic airport. They've modelled it really well in the sim. Apparently there's an Orca down there, a pleasure craft. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on. I've not landed here for a while, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on. Now what I'll do is I'm going to turn off the autopilot and we're going to start setting up now. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, so flaps currently 0, trim is at -25, which is fine. We're going to start bringing that up in a second. Beautiful day outside. I had a little bit of a crosswind over at St. Bart's. I'm not expecting anything here because it's quite sheltered. I don't think I'll do the flyover. I think we will just go and land. So if I go here, TFFJ to St. Bart's. Let's have a look at the weather here. 17 degrees, 17 knots and 50, so there is a little bit of a crosswind. We're going to be landing on runway 10. I think I said runway 12 a minute ago, so we'll land on runway 10. And I think we'll try and keep this altitude for a minute. We can get down to 1,000 feet. And you'll see very shortly our markers. We've got a few people flying around at the moment. Okay, bit of an overspeed there. So we've got to be a little bit careful. Again, even though they're multiplayer players, I don't like getting in their way. And here we go. So we won't be able to see the runway till late. You can see the markers there for where we've got to go. The other thing about this one is there's a cruise ship always in the bay. So at the end of the runway you've got a beach. So we'll have a go. Once we get a little bit closer, we'll start slowing down. Start getting our flaps on, have a really nice stable approach. And again, if at any point we feel unsure, we'll just go around. So I am going to start slowing down the aircraft now. As I slow down, that nose, as you can see, is going to want to jump. Sorry, it's going to want to drop, so I'll start bringing the trim in as I slow down. You can see our first marker here. You can see it just down there. So again, they're the lines we want to follow. And as you can see that, as I'm coming off the throttle, at the moment we're at 2.4%, so we're pretty much idle. You see that delay and that lag in the engines. As we slow down, gonna want to start putting the flaps in. I'm gonna bring this. Okay, first notch of flaps has gone in. Okay, you see our vertical speed is decreasing now. I'm going to bring it up now to 1,000 feet. There we go. Perfect. So there's our outer marker. A little bit more speed now. Got to be really careful now. This is where we need to start thinking about it. I'm going to be landing on runway 10, and again, if I'm too low, I won't be able to see the runway over the roundabout. So really important I keep the speed. You can see there I've not got many margins there, about 68 knots. It's going to be my margin. 79 at the moment, which is fine. And again, I haven't got the reverse thrust on this plane not working, so I've got to make sure that my speed is perfect. Currently 83 knots. Okay, second notch of flaps going in. There we go. So approaching the first marker, controlling that speed. We've got no players here at the moment. Just got all these pleasure craft here. Okay, and you can see St. Bartholomew in here. And you can see the bay on the other side. So again, we won't see that runway for a minute. Let's start slowing down. Engine malfunction. Have I lost engines? I've lost engine number 1. Okay, I've lost engine number 1. Gonna try and restart it. So that's great. On final approach, and we've lost an engine. I think it's coming back online. No, engine number 1's offline. Yeah, engine number 1's not having any of it. So we'll land and we'll sort it out in a minute. That's not what we wanted. Although it's looking fine, the torque's down, the RPM's good, temperature's down. Obviously we're on final, so I'm not going to look into it at the moment. We have got engine failure. Okay, we are working on one engine at the moment. So I need to get down. Second notch flaps going in. I'm close to stalling here. So I need to land this plane now. I don't know what that is. I'm very close to stalling here. Can't go any slower than this. If I go any slower than this, I'm dropping. Okay, gonna bring it back. Okay, there's the runway. I don't know what's going on with this engine. We'll have a look in a minute. Okay, coming in now. You can see that because I've only got one engine, it's taking me a little bit further to the other side. So this is fine.
500.
Okay, here we go. We're a little bit high. Bring that engine back. So we're a little bit fast as well. Here comes the dive. There's the dive. There's a little bit of turbulence. Here we go, that's fine. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Flare, looking up at the end of the runway. Oh, this is going to be tight. We're going to be fine. Yeah, we're fine. There we go. We're fine. I need to work out what's going on with this engine now. I'll turn it off in a second. Didn't have time to do that on my own, but we need to turn it off. off a minute. Let's get that one off. Doesn't want to turn me with one engine. God, it really doesn't want to do anything for me. Okay. So, there we go. Now it wants to. This is odd. See if it'll do it. I don't know quite what's going on here. That's a good landing. Except breaking off the wrong way. What is going on with this engine? There we go, now he wants to move. Okay, we'll come off here and we'll have another look in a minute. Let's get off here. We'll have a look. Oh, drive through these. Sorry mate, you're about to get crushed. We'll see if we can sort this engine out. It's a bit weird that I've just had a random malfunction. I've got fuel. It wasn't over torqued. So we'll stop here near this PC12. Okay, let's have a look at this here. We'll bring that down to that. We'll let that stop. When it wants to. Right, let's have a look. See what we can do. See if we can restart it. There we go, let's have a look. See if we can get it started. Wants to start. Engine system malfunction. 350. Come on, we need you to go up. Doesn't want to work at all. Doesn't want to respond, this engine at all, which is weird. Okay, what we'll do is we'll start again, but we'll change aircraft. So another good, I don't know what it is, that's the second time it's done that to me. Let's have a look, see what we can use. Let's go for a what can we use here? Do like the Polaris. Trying to think what we can use. What can we use here? Let's go for the... I do like the Dash 6. I wonder if I can get an Atlas off the ground. There's no way I can get an Atlas off the ground here. Imagine that if I can get an Atlas off the ground. Should we try it? Full flaps. We'll have a go, see if we can do it. And then we'll go to Princess Juliana. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this off. In fact, I can tell you now I'm not going to be able to get this off the ground. But we'll try. Like, look at that. There's no way I'm going to get that off the ground here. Oh, what happened there? I crashed. I didn't do anything. Maybe we think we can get this off the ground? I mean, let's get it out of the way of this first. I'm a bit caught on there at the moment. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get this off the floor. But we'll try. I've never flown this in here before. Let's have a go. At the moment it's not turning for some reason. Why aren't we turning? Why aren't we turning? Ah, it's because I had hydraulic lock. Brilliant. Okay, so let's very quickly have a go. I'm not going to be able to get off the floor. We will try our absolute best. Again, I've never flown this before on here. We'll try and get it off. But the chances are it's going to be absolutely no chance at all. I mean, it has got short takeoff capabilities, but I think this is even stretching it. So if this goes nuts, if this goes all wrong, we'll change aircraft. We've got maximum flaps on to try and help her. We'll do our absolute best. There we go. There is absolutely no way this is getting off. Let's get full throttle, shall we? There we go. And I've got hydraulic lock again. Brilliant. So again, that's not going to work. So we'll restart. And I think it was stupid to go on there. So that's the problem. I don't know if anyone else ever has that. But you try and take off and you realise you've got hydraulic lock again. So let's be a bit more realistic, shall we, with this? If it loads. There we go. Right, we're not going to use this aircraft. It's a stupid idea to try and get an Atlas off here. Absolutely stupid idea. So let's try something a bit more realistic, shall we? And we'll go for a what should we go for? So I like the Twin Otter, but after that issue that I had with it a second ago, I don't really want to fly that again. So let's go for the Titan. Titan out of St Bart's to FFJ. We'll do a circuit and then we'll go to Princess Juliana and then we'll go to Nepal. Had a great flight earlier on from Faro to Lukla, which was really, really good. So we'll do this one. There we go. Okay, have a quick run around, see what we can get off. So we've got the chocks in, we'll get the chocks out. Engine colours off. Looking for the pitos now. Pito mast off. If they'll register. Pito covers off. Perfect. Right. Let's get in. Nice, fully analog aircraft, which is what we love. I've not flown this before, I don't think. No, I've not flown this before. So just let me have a quick look, see how we get on with all this. Let's have a look. This panel here. Okay, we'll just wing it. An aircraft is an aircraft. So let's go. Battery on, alternator on, alternator on. Magnetos, we'll leave those off for a minute. Anti-coal on, nav lights on, landing lights on. Windshield, anti-ice, don't need any of that, don't need that, don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. I've pitot heat on and avionics bus bar on. Perfect. There's our battery. Our battery's on. We'll go for dimming control not required, mixture and RPM. We'll get the engine mixture to 100%. We'll get the prop to 100%. Okay, 100, 100. Throttle can stay there for a minute. Tank limit's fine. Fuel is. We'll go for this one for the right hand side. We'll go with this one for the left hand side. Perfect. That means we remain balanced. We're going to quickly set the altimeter. So we've got correct height, which is about 5 foot above sea level. Perfect. Okay, we're just about ready to start the engines. Let me quickly look which ones they start first on this aircraft, whether it's left or right. Before starting engine, gear select, propane, rich. Starting engines is engine 1 first. Perfect, so left hand side first. Okay, so we'll go passenger oxygens to on, prop sync to on, magneto 1, magneto 2, magneto 3, magneto 4, fuel pump 1, fuel pump 2 on, left engine starter, primer is center, left engine starter on. Perfect, there goes number 1 engine. There we go. Okay, number 2 engine. Right alternator on, left alternators on, batteries on, perfect. Okay. Right. Haven't got a reverse thrust on here, so we'll just swing it around. We'll turn off number 1 engine for a minute. And we'll give number 2 a blast. There we go. Okay, both engines come up now. Oh, got a sky carrier here. And we'll have a look. Right, so we'll put this on for a minute. On, and we'll go on Alt. Perfect. Right, should we go and have a go? So we'll turn on the GPS as well up here. Okay, so again, we'd like to do things quite properly. So make sure area is clear, fuel pumps on, engine start switch, engine gauge check, avionics master switch. Already turned that on. Yep, still heat. Perfect. Okay, before takeoff, throttles adjust, amps, vacuum gauge, magnetos done. We can check the magnetos in a second. Prop RPM check, frogs, fuel on board check, fuel selectors check, on trim set flaps. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yep, we're good. So we've done all that. Ideal. Quickly check our lights. We'll check everything down here. Lights. Running lights are on. Mission de-ice. Taxi off. Perfect. Okay, so let's quickly do our magneto check. So we'll get it around to 2,700. There we go. Off on magnetos 1 and 2. There we go. See the split. And on. Magnetos 3 and 4. See the split. In limits. Okay. Not going to use autopilot, so won't set that up. Let's go. Got a few aircraft here that we can see on the multiplayer mode. I have to try and get under this guy's wings as well. Sky Carrier, again, one of my favourite aircraft on here. Unless that's the twin oiler, I can't make it out. I think it's the twin oiler actually. We'll try and keep out of these guys' way as we go and do a circuit. He's going to come down. Let's see how he gets on. Difficult landing this. There he is. Let's have a look. In his twin oiler, he's a little bit shaky. Did he do it? Go on, can he stop? Can he stop? Can he stop? Or is he going in the water? He's been flying on here on this or on this thing for as long as I have. I saw him when I was at Jointure a minute ago. I think he's gone in the water. Right, is there any other aircraft on final? Yes, there's one more. Let's see how he's getting on. Oh, is he gonna do it? I think he's gonna land on top of me. Don't land on top of me. Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god. Yeah, he probably should have gone around. Okay, let's see what these guys are doing. We'll show them how to do it, shall we? Okay. So let's see what he does. I don't want to take over his head. I'll take off over his head. Oh, there's a car rolling down the hill. Okay, I can't see him anymore. So full throttle. Off the brakes. Here we go. Quickly align ourselves. Airspeed's alive. Wants to throw me to the left. Wants to throw me to the left. Perfect. Let's get up. Cool. Forward speed. Let's get it before we climb. There's the forward speed we can climb. And we're going to come around here. That's good. We'll come over this hill and to the left so we don't bang into it. And we'll climb. And we'll get our flaps up. As we get our flaps up, we'll start doing our left hand side. Oh, we've got a little bit of turbulence there. Got a little bit of turbulence there, taking me over there. That was close. You can see it's shaking me quite a bit. That was very close. And we'll take our undercarriage up as well. I don't know where that came from then. Okay, we'll get this trimmed nicely. And again, we're going to go and land back here. We are quite busy here at St. Bart's at the moment. We're going to come around these two islands here. As we come in, we'll see if we can do a better landing than those legends there. Other than Backwheel Ben. He's following us. What's he flying? He's flying the Twin Otter. So again, it's my favourite aircraft on it at the moment. Okay, that's enough for our vertical speed. We can slow that down a little bit now. And again, I'm keeping an eye in here. This is where we need to come in. We're going to fly around this pattern here. There's quite a few people here at the moment. We've got a little bit of turbulence as well. Okay, we're going to start slowing down. Bear in mind, our approach speed is going to be 65 knots today. You can see all our out markers. That's what we want to fly to. Fly to that rock there. Again, I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to get in the way of the multiplayers as well. We have got one up here. And once we're nicely along there, we can begin our turn. There we go. Begin our turn. And as I begin, I'm going to slow down. That's just telling me I've brought my throttles back too far, which is handy to have. So again, you can see they're at 28% at the moment. I just need to slow down. Okay, here we go. Make sure no one's cut in front of us. They've not at the moment. So this is where we're going, St. Bart's. Let's prepare. Okay, first stage of flaps. Just let me know my gear went down, so we'll slow down now. As we slow down, we're going to bring our second notch of flaps in, get that trim nice and sorted. Second notch of flaps coming in, a little bit of power because that is going to slow us down quite a bit quite quickly. There we go. So this is good at the moment. Just going to trim for this. There we are. Okay, I want to keep it. Don't want to go much lower than this. Okay, we're on full flaps. I'm quite slow. Not trimmed out very well either, to be fair. I'm starting to get a little bit of lag. A little bit of speed. I'm a little bit low. That's okay. I am quite low. I am going to climb a little bit. I think I might have to go around here. Because I'm quite low. Let's have a look. If I can avoid the go around, I will. We're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, we're going to be okay. Bit of turbulence there. As we come in, a bit of turbulence there as well. I can't even see where I am. There we are. Pull up. Pull up. Left. Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty. But we're on safely-ish. That was quite a dangerous approach, I'd say. Dangerous by my flying, not by the approach itself. I mean, we know the approach is dangerous, but that was not a good approach at all. I was way too low. So I'm going to go and have another go. Again, it's the first time flying this aircraft on here, so it's just a case of getting used to what it's like. And basically I messed myself up because I had a rubbish picture. So we'll go half flaps. This guy looks like he's about to take off, so we won't interrupt him. We'll take the left here so he can line up. Yeah, so the picture there was all wrong. Again, it's just a case of me getting used to this aircraft. There he goes. What's he in? He's not an F-18, is he? He's not an F-18, is he? No, he's in a Polaris. I've just seen Kineas, you've subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, I do appreciate it. If you're still watching. Appreciate that very much. I've only just started streaming on YouTube. I've been on Twitch for a while. Only today started YouTube, so I do appreciate it. That was quite a decent landing there. Well done. Again, I appreciate the good landings here. Let's have another go. So we'll come across here. Flaps are 10, trims set for takeoff. Full power. Again, it's wanting to throw me left at the moment, so got quite a bit of right pedal on at the moment. There we are. Good. Yep, there's that wind coming in. And we'll take it straight round to the left. Gears coming up. So we're on base, also the crosswind leg. We'll turn downwind now as well. We'll manage our airspeed a little bit better than we did before. I'll tell you what, I think I might fly a helicopter back after this to Princess Juliana. There we are, beautiful, beautiful scenery as the sun's going down. I think we'll do our final flight of the evening in a helicopter. Look at that sunset, beautiful. Okay, we'll get this round to 280, so we're downwind. There we are, coming onto it now. Okay, we are downwind. They'll start slowing down. And again, we were too high on the last one, so we'll make sure that actually this time around we are... Sorry, we were too low on the last one, so we'll make sure our approach is a little bit better. We'll go out around Aquarius out here. There's our outer markers. And we'll take that left turn and we'll have another go. Nice little sunset flight here on St. Bart's. That will do. So as we come around 30 degrees of bank, we don't want to descend, so I'm keeping an eye on that vertical speed. As we slow down, we're climbing at the moment. There we go, perfect height at the moment, I think. As we're coming in, I'm going to throw a second notch of flaps and gear down. We're going to manage this height better than we did on the last approach. Here we come over all of these pleasure craft, including the Black Pearl. Look at that down there. And we'll control this. So again, the key to this is I need to be able to see the runway at all times. On that last approach that we took, I couldn't see the runway. So it was a very, very dangerous approach. So this is better. The speed's better now. We'll manage the rate of descent as well. Manage the trim. Okay, I'm a little bit low again, so we'll manage this. As we come in, we've got good speed at the moment. Okay, here we go. So there's some Barts here. We're okay here for a minute. And you'll see now, starting to descend, so I still can't see the runway. So we'll keep the nose up here. Oh, that was me twitching. Still good speed, still good speed. Have another look. There's the runway. So again, we're going to start our descent now. I can see the runway now. This is good. This is fine. We're going to get that little bit of ground effect as we come over the roundabout. Okay, going to slow down now. There we go. This is good. Aiming for the roundabout. Off the power. As I come over here, there's the push down. A little bit to the right, coming to the left. That's perfect. Flare. Keep an eye on the end of that runway. A little bit of rudder. That's fine because I'm sailing. We'll be able to stop in time. Perfect. There we go. That's good. And we'll come up to the left so we can turn around. And we'll turn on the power here. And like I said, I think our last flight back now will be in a helicopter. We'll get off this runway so we can take off. He's been here for quite a while actually, to be fair. We'll park here and we'll get in a helicopter. Right, here we go. Have I got a marshaller that wants to look after me? Yeah, I have. There they are. I'll come in here. There he is. Yeah, he's telling me to go right. Okay, tell me straight. There's the brakes on sign. Perfect. Right. We'll go for a helicopter. And we'll go to Princess Juliana. And then that is me done. Now we're going to fly the Chinook today. We're going to go from St. Bart's. Doesn't have a helicopter pad, but there it is. It's got 3 helipads, but yeah. And we're going to fly over to Princess Juliana, which is that island just up there. We'll have a little bit of fun as we do it. There we go on the helipad. Perfect. Love this thing. We'll get the engine covers out. Get the chocks out. That's us set. We'll get ourselves in and we'll get ourselves started. So we'll come up here, and again the easiest way to do these is go from left to right, top to bottom. So external lighting, we're going to go for anti-coals on, position lights to on, formation lights don't count. The cockpit lighting, don't worry about that, although we might need it if it gets a little bit darker. Troop warning heating, we're not going to worry about heating. Electrical, we're going to turn on the battery and we're going to start the APU. what we'll do is we'll turn on the fuel as well, so we've got all of that. If it'll let me. Hear the APU running up. What I'll do is we'll go outside so you can hear it. It sounds very realistic. Same APU as on the Merlin. There you go. Hear the APU running up. So auxiliary power unit. And now that's powered up, we'll turn on the APU generator. There it is. Okay, we're going to carry on looking down here. We're going to leave the flight controls for a moment. We're going to leave all these switches here just for a moment. Going to come back up here. Floodlights. Don't need to worry about any of those. Pilot lighting. Don't need to worry about any of those. Anti-ice. We'll have the PO mass on. Not that we need it because it's very warm here. Cargo hook not using. Hydraulics we are all on. We don't need the ramp. Okay, coming down. Gonna turn off the caution here. Don't need to worry about any of that for a minute. We'll close these off. Perfect. Coming down. Caution lights. We'll do the test. There we are. They're all working. Bring it off. ADF and all that sort of stuff. I'm not worried about that. We're currently on Alt for our transponder. Looking at that, cyclic trim, cabin air and rudder pedals, fine. We'll turn our landing light on. Have a look around here, perfect. Okay, we are looking good. Radar we're not going to set, it doesn't really work on this anyway. Perfect. Okay, we are going to quickly check our fuel. We have plenty of fuel. We've got 100% of fuel, probably too much to be honest with you. Okay, we'll start the engines. So number one starts first. Engine start to number one. We'll bring this into ground idle. If it wants to go. There we go, ground idle. As we're doing that, we're going to watch the engines react. Here they go. So PTIT is increasing, oil pressure is rising, oil temperature is rising, and we'll start seeing the torque climb in just a second. There you go. And then you've got cruise guide here. So cruise guide is a transducer on the mirror head which measures vibrations as well. So we'll let that run up into ground idle. TIT is still rising. RPM's increasing on the mirror blades. You hear them start coming up, and you'll be able to see the NR increase as well, which is what we've got here. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to quickly set my altimeter. There we go, perfect. So there we go, got good. You see the torques coming back down now. We'll match these in just a moment. However, we'll get this to flight idle. That will increase, and we'll get our number one generator on. We'll start engine number two. Engine number two is in start because it does it automatically for some reason on this. Get that to ground idle, and watch number two engine start as well. There we go. PTIT is rising. That's that there. We've got oil pressure just down here, and then we've got everything else, transmission, etc. on this side, and fuel. Happy with that so far. And you'll see here the torques will start to match very shortly. That's here. What we'll do, we'll see how realistic this is in a minute, because we'll split them off if we can. Okay, so with that started, we'll set this into flight idle. Wrong way. There we go, and we'll turn this generator to on. Perfect. Check our cautions. At the moment we've got cautions for APU on and parking brake. Now that we've got both generators up and running and both engines up and running, we can turn off our APU. So APU generator is off and APU off. We're ready to go. Okay, so let's have a look, see how real we can make this. Actually, no, we won't tell. We'll get straight on. So rotor RPM is currently at 100%. We've got engine torques which are matched. Temperatures and pressures are good. We can get going. So a lot of people think that you press forward in order to taxi in these. You don't. You take off your park and brake, and then you bring your collective up. You can see here the collective is up. I'm not going forward or back on the stick. It's the collective that does this. So the main rotor head, as you can see here, is positioned where it's got a slight angle on it. That's what's pushing us forward. So we'll act like a plane in the sense that we will go to the runway and we'll do a running takeoff. Watch this plane. Is that an F-18? It's an F-18 trying to land at St. Bart's. Hence why you're a little bit bouncy, bro. Although you managed to stop it in time, that's quite impressive, with no wheels. We've got back wheel Ben, he's back. Get on, boy. We're having a race at the moment, by the look of it. Who's going to win? We'll have to see. And what we'll do, we'll do a circuit in our Chinook, and then we'll head off to Princess Juliana. Oh, what are you doing? You gonna let me go past? Don't you dare. Stop that. What are you doing? Dude, I stopped for you. And you're just crashing through me. Brilliant. Good effort. Good effort, backwheel Ben. You turned this helicopter into a plane for a few seconds then. Good job. And we'll use the whole runway for this, I think. Runway 10, we're going to have a look at that sun. We'll come in nicely in a minute into the hover. What we'll do now is we will hover onto the spot. So we'll check our hover a minute. There we go. So we'll get up nicely here. Almost crashed into that. Perfect. And we'll turn. It's fine. And we'll go. There's some dude in the water over here. Should we go see if he's alright? Oh, quite sensitive there. Is he alright over there? Let's have a look. Can't work out what he's doing over here. Let's go and have a look. We're going to land next to him and see if he's alright. So we'll just get into that hover here and we'll start to descend. Try to see what he's doing. Don't quite know what he's doing, but we'll get down and have a look. He's just sat on the beach by the look of it. Go and have a look, see what he's doing. This aircraft's not reacting very well to wanting to descend. I'm doing my best to press circle to get it to descend, it's having none of it. I think he's gone. He's gone. Okay, so on that note, we'll go. Under a circuit. And we'll then go to Princess Juliana. So as we come around here, level off. We'll come around. We don't need to climb any more than what we are. Oh, there's sugar and happiness. Another lovely sunset. Look at that sunset. As we come up through here, and then we'll make a turn to our left. As we come round, start to slow our speed down, and there's our first marker. There's our second marker, so we know which way to go without even looking. And there we are. There's our third bit. As we start to slow down, sing Sun Cat. We'll come in nicely and nice and slowly, so we can just about see the threshold. For we can't see the threshold yet, but it won't be long. Don't want to slow down too much yet. There's Elvis. Knew Elvis wasn't dead. Look at him, there he is. Get on, Elvis. Elvis isn't dead. I heard him on the radio. Elvis isn't dead. Saw him at St. Bart's. And here we come. Quite a lot of people here today, which is nice to see. There's a bit of turbulence there. Going to start slowing down nicely as we come across the roundabout. There we go. There's the turbulence and there's the lift. They're going to come in quite nicely here. Just going to have a look. And we can go. There we go, see if we can do it. There we go. Wheelie it, please. There we go. Nice. There we go. And we'll take off again. Right, this time we're going to go to Princess Juliana, so let's get down nice and low to the sea. Let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Right, here we go. There's Princess Juliana over there. We'll head over there. Get some speed. Just make sure it is Princess Juliana that we're heading towards. Currently flying at 30 feet. Yep, so that is Princess Juliana over there. Oh, wrong button. Over there, that's where we're going. We'll go and buzz this little island over here. Get up and through it, here we go. The first little gap. Then we'll throw in a big left turn, there we go. I didn't really like that, but never mind. Plenty of height, there we go, look at that. Cool. There, plenty of space. Keep an eye on that altitude. We're almost there, Princess Juliana. Although there was a hospital over there we could land at. Looks like we're lower than we are, we're at 60 feet at the moment. Plenty of room. Sun's gone down, so we'll get them nicely on. There we go. Doing quite well here, to be fair. Let's get a little bit lower, shall we? Just gonna have a little play. Dip our feet. 80 feet, 70 feet. We can get down lower than that, come on. There we go. There we go, 40 feet. That's probably as low as I want to get. There you go. Remember, we're landing at Princess Juliana, which is the other side of this island here. Let's go back down. All the little cruise vessels work. Princess Juliana just a few miles away. Pink Shadow, Onwa. Going past some points of interest here, look. Just a couple of miles away. What we'll do, we'll get up to 500 feet. We'll come in for the landing. As we come in, Princess Juliana is just there. We'll approach it like a plane would. So we're on the downwind at the moment. We'll start to climb now to a couple of 100 feet. There we go. And we'll land on the helipad. So we'll come straight across. You see the runway now as we come up to it. You can see runway 28 there. We're going to come downwind and then land. This is good, so we'll come back in. Come over these little vessels here. You can see we're downwind at the moment for the runway. We'll get onto base. We're coming onto base now. We'll start slowing down. We've got plenty of time to slow down, mind you. There's the runway. So we'll turn and we'll slow down before we descend. There we go. Perfect. As we come in. See the runway here. You see the beach. Approach it nicely at 50 knots, 60 knots. See the beach here. Come around this shot between these two and then it's a right turn. And we'll have this landing here at Princess Juliana. Hopefully that jet's going to wait for me without taking off, although he is starting to come out. There's the famous beach at Princess Juliana, the one that blows everyone over. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, he's stopped. I think he's a multiplayer. Okay, so we'll just go ahead of him. That's multiplayer as well. In the Learjet. And we'll let him go. There he goes. We'll just stick in this hover for a minute. There we are. And we'll come over here. And we're going to land on the helipad. There's no in between here on a controller for your hovering. You're either climbing or you're not. Okay, here we go. And we'll land here. Right, that's us. We'll leave it there. Right, thank you very much.